Hey guys, Jen here, and welcome back to SimplaySims, where today we are doing a speed build in collaboration with Grumpylynnsims. So when you guys are done watching the build on this channel, make sure you hop on over to her channel to check out the furnishing of the place, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button before you go because she does beautiful builds all the time. And on the note of subscribing, if you happen to be new to my channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button before you go. That way you can see more of my builds in the future. Sometimes I even do Let's Plays. It's been forever and it's way overdue, so anticipate one is definitely coming soon. Now let's start talking about this build because that's what we're actually here for, and I always ramble for far too long. This house is my second collab since starting a channel on YouTube, and this one is the first true half and half collab. The first one I did was a little bit different. We called it like the Picky Buyer Challenge, and it's not like this at all. So if you haven't checked that one out, definitely check that one out, but not until after this one's done because this one turned out so cool. Anyway, this build was 1000% inspired by my grandparents' house on my mother's side. And I can tell you right now, every house I have ever built in a Sims game, whether it was the first Sims, the second, the third, or in this one, this is by far my favorite house of them all. It makes me feel so happy to look at this house. It's not an identical replica of my grandparents' house. There are some parts that I was a kid the last time I was there, and some of the memories of it are a little bit fuzzy, but the parts that I do remember that are accurate in this build just give me the warmest feeling in my heart. Like, I love this house. I can't wait to put Sims into this house. And like, what was really cool is when I sent the house to Grumpylynnsims so that she could do the furnish, one of the first things she said about it was that it reminded her of like an old person house, which I thought was awesome because this house was inspired by my grandparents' house and they were in fact really old. So it was pretty cool to know that the tone I was trying to get across in this build definitely came across. And she sent me a few screenshots of the way that she does furnish the house, and she definitely ran with the old person feel. It looks so cute. I cannot wait to see her portion of the collab. I know it's going to be awesome, and I know I'm going to love it. Ooh, random thought. This house has absolutely no CC in it. That's right. I said no CC. It doesn't happen very often, except for it totally happened on Monday when we renovated the apartment. But realistically, if you've been on this channel for more than one build, then you know it doesn't really happen. So take advantage of the fact that this house, well, and a good reason for it not having any CC is because I wasn't in charge of furnishing it. But take advantage of the fact that this build you can download without hunting down any extra content, guys. It is actually up in the gallery under Grumpy SIMPLAY, I think is what we titled it. So if you want to get the house without any furniture, that's where it's at. I'm pretty sure that the build with the furnish is going to be up there somewhere too because I want it in my game. I just don't know what it is yet. But I will put that into the description box down below if you want to get it, you know, one way or the other, because she literally changes a whole bunch of the wallpapers and everything. Like, it's so cute. And I really just can't wait to see it. Before this build ends, guys, I do want to bring up one point of the house. Right now, if you keep looking to the right of the house, it looks like there is a ramp coming off of that porch, right? On my grandparents' actual house, that was something they did have built in as they got older just because it made life easier. So I did want to include that in the build. But that, having a ramp and adding that type of a visual to the house is like a new trick that I've recently picked up. I don't know who started it. I saw it in a Sim Supply video. He did that. But what you do is you take the roof and you just drop it on the ground, and sometimes you have to adjust like how far the edges come out and whatnot. But if you play around with it, you can literally make any house look like it has a ramp, which I think makes the building aspect of this way more realistic and more inclusive, because now people who have ramps on their homes because they have wheelchairs or they need the ramp for any other reason can build a house that they feel like could really be their home. I think it's a really neat idea. I don't know if it's been around for a while and I'm just hearing about it or if it's something new, but when I saw that in his video and I used it in mine, like I really liked it, and I wanted to make sure that I mentioned it to you guys just in case you didn't actually pick up on it during the build, so that if you wanted to do the same thing with one of your own houses, you'd know how to do it. And with that, this video has come to an end. So if you enjoyed it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to check out the second part on Grumpylynnsims' channel. And don't forget to have a wonderful rest of the day. All right, y'all. Take it easy.